Well, good morning or good afternoon, I guess, by now. So, what if I told you that the next time you went in for a basic service like an oil change, and you took your rig, vehicle, whatever you call it, to Kiefer Mazda's service department, and you were going to get this kind of treatment at the same time? So Ron will be here in just a second to explain how that works and everything. But can you imagine? They also will wash your car. They're going to do this sort of, not a full detail, but really a spiffing up of the inside, washing and cleaning it, the windows, vacuuming it out. And there's more. So joining me, Ron, come here, man. We're at Keifer Mazda.
Hello.
Where are you? There he is.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, so Ron, we belong to this networking group called Oregon Networking Exchange. And so Ron comes in and is starting to explain this whole new way you're looking at business and doing stuff and serving people. And we're all freaking out going, oh my gosh, really? Seriously, this is what you're going to do? So tell them kind of what you're looking at here.
So the idea is we're thinking of stepping outside the box a little bit. And
A little bit?
Okay, maybe a lot. But
a lot.
The idea is to, we want people to want to come get their car serviced at our store. And one of the things that I related myself to is I want to be the Ritz-Carlton of the car maintenance world, in terms of I want you to come here and you feel like that was such an amazing experience that you just want to come back and have that again. And that experience would be basically, we're going to offer a pickup and delivery. Within the 10-mile radius, we'll come pick up your vehicle. We'll drop off a vehicle at your facility or your home. If you're at work, we'll leave it at work. If you need it, great. If you don't need it, we understand. We'll pick it up when we're done, drop your car off when we're done. We're going to do a true video inspection, which we currently do already as a true video inspection. We're going to do a tire rotation and an alignment check, all part of every service in this facility. And then what I know Rick loves, because he doesn't get this kind of love, is we're going to clean your car, and we're going to vacuum it, and we're going to wipe down the dash. We're just going to make that car look and feel like your car look new again, I guess would be the word.
Because what you're looking at is really what people are looking for today is our time. It's so valuable. What shop is this? This is Kiefer Mazda, the service department. So you guys, if you tag 2 people in the comment section, you'll be eligible to win a free oil change up to $99.
Yeah, so you'll be able to take advantage of this experience that we're going to offer.
So here's how it works. So you come in for an oil change, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to
and actually, let me, Rick, this is a little bigger than that. This is a little bit deeper than this. We want your experience to be this way every time you come in. So it's not just for an oil change. If you come in and you have brakes that need replaced, or you have tires that need to be done, rather than you come in, you're going to call me up and say, hey, I need to get these things done. I'm going to give you a price. It's going to include what I'm going to call the 5-star experience. And that experience is we're going to pick it up. We're going to drop off a car if you need it. We're going to bring it back. We're going to do all those things. We're going to give you what we're going to call it a spiff, which is vacuuming your car. We're going to wipe down the dash, clean the glass, and wash the outside for you. And that's what we're going to do. Is all part of every service you get done here.
Because there's no need for anybody to sit in a lobby and wait for your car to be worked on when you were saying this to me the other day. I drive my car to work, and except for going to meetings, my car's sitting there. Yeah. So if I need meetings that day, you'll provide a loaner for me. If I don't, and my car's just sitting there, you're going to take it, bring it here, you're going to clean it all up. At the end of the day, when you bring it back to me, I got a clean car. I got a car I know what the alignment situation is. My tires are rotated.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to make it as easy for you and less painful and time related as possible, because we all are all about time. I mean,
busy people.
Busy people, and I think we'll even say even more so is that we've evolved in the world of our industries evolved. All of our industries evolved. We got Uber who's willing to pick up. We've got Grubhub, who people are paying people to go get their food. I mean,
right.
I mean, we've got all these things that are available to, because we're developing a world where we need it to be quick, easy, but understandably, our time is money.
And we are living in a world where we want more service. We want things done.
We want things done.
So,
we need things done. We don't have time. We're all working families with kids, and both parents are working, and we got all these things going on. So we're just trying to take the challenge. You're gonna Meyer.
So tell me,
Doing a little cleanup.
yeah, he's doing his cleanup here for you.
This is a customer's car.
This is a customer's car. This is what
5-star treatment.
they're getting that treatment for right there. So Ron, explain the other part of the program, because that's the part that I'm.
Which part?
The B.
Okay. So
there's
there's
more.
several things that we do that we also don't talk a lot about that I think are of value to your experience with us. We have a company that we affiliate with, which is BG. They're a fluid exchange. They offer fluid exchange fluids, and with that comes some warranties, and they're lifetime warranties. So if you are due for a transmission service or a coolant flush, or you've been informed that you need to replace the fluid on your transmission or your differential, we have programs here that include lifetime warranties. Those lifetime warranties start at full coverage, meaning that there's no extra cost. You just pay for the fluid exchange. You get a plan 1, which covers up to $4,000 of the component. If you get a fluid exchange on your transmission, a lot of people already have warranties at under 50,000 miles, but this is under 50,000 miles. But that warranty will expire. These are lifetime warranties as long as you do that service after you've started it.
And so if I come in before I hit 50,000 and sign up for this program, then I'm covered.
Yeah, there's no signing up, by the way. All you have to do is get the fluids done that we would recommend anyways. Yeah, we don't have any.
It's not a club.
Signed clubs. There's no signatures. All you have is you come in, let's say, and you get a coolant flush done here at Keifer Mazda. We're going to give you the 5-star experience. That fluid exchange is going to include flushing out your radiator. We're going to put some chemicals in that BG provides us, and at the end of the day, we're going to have your car back to you. You sign, of course, paid for your fluid exchange, and the warranty starts right then and there. If your radiator fails for any reason, your water pump fails for any reason, you now have a lifetime coverage on those components.
Because what you're understanding is, like all of us in business now, this is about a relationship.
Yeah.
And it's not about just bring them in and...
Every time you and I get together, we talk about my whole desire in this operation is to not have you just come in today, because that's not a win for me. This is Eugene, Oregon, and I don't even know how it's a win even in New York or anywhere else, but I want you to be here, and I want you to come here, and I want you to feel good. And I want to be able to walk down the street knowing proudly that you've had a good experience with me.
And I'll tell you, from bringing my car in here, I'll tell you there's times when they're busy and really super busy, and then Ron brings my car back to me, and they go, so somebody washed it? And he goes, well, I did. I'm going, you washed my car? And he's like, well, I had to. There was nobody out there. We were busy. So he's not a manager who just sits on his ass and does nothing. He's out there taking care of it. No, you don't. Customer service is key and rare down here. This is Rick in California. He said, I wish we had a program like this in Monterey, California.
Rick, we wish we could be down there to help you out.
And there's not, this is really new. This is like kind of edgy stuff. You've been to conferences learning about this, and this is pretty edgy stuff.
I like to compare my thoughts to, all of us are aware of the Blockbusters of the world and what happened with Blockbusters. We were wondering at one point, when did Blockbuster executives decide maybe we should do something different, but they never did, obviously, because now there's only one store and it's here in Bend, Oregon.
Yeah. But, they missed the chance to be Netflix.
Yeah, they could have bought Netflix.
Right.
It's kind of funny to think about that, but I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that should. Man, I wish I would have jumped on that bandwagon, because this is where our industries are changing. Where we need to be, it's not that we're, again, this is not about giving things away. This is about building value to what we can offer to you, and to me, a 5-star experience is something that no one's getting around here, and I want to provide that.
So people, when they think, where am I going to take my car, it's like, well, hell,
I want them to
I'm
want
going to get
come
my oil change. I do. I mean, that's the first thing I missed when I purchased a vehicle and I went somewhere else, because I have a warranty, is no car washing, all these things I didn't get when I always got them here with you.
Yeah.
And those are the first things I missed. Is it the most important thing in the whole world? No, but you know what it is? It's that extra thing that makes me feel good about myself.
Well, it's like
when I get in my car.
You and I talked about, you want to go to a place because they remember your name. That's just one little small feature, reason why some of us go to one place. Well, then you might get there, and they also maybe they do something a little extra, like, oh, you're at the coffee place and they hand you a napkin or whatever.
A chocolate bean. I'm excited for a chocolate bean.
But these are just things that make you feel like, I was mentioned Ritz earlier, because Ritz Carlton is a great example of how I consider my thought process in 5-star. Is that You could pay to go to Motel 6, and you're going to pay Motel 6 price, but you're never going to get an experience. You're only going to get there to sleep and whatever. So you could go to an oil change and get an oil change anywhere. We know that. But my idea is to give you an experience that makes you want to come back to me. And that's really what it boils down to.
Joy said, that's a great idea. I'd pick that place over the other if they did all that, standing out above the competition. Exactly. See, and I think it matters a lot to people. We just don't know it because it's never been done like this before. Yeah. So, I mean, can you imagine? I was saying to my wife last night, I said to Kathy, I said, can you imagine you have to go do this and you call up Ron and he says, okay, I'll come get your car and take it down there and then we'll bring it back when it's done. And you'd be like, seriously?
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's super impressive. PR, and I'm going to say personal relationship is everything. Hard to find anymore. Exactly,
Agreed,
Darla. Very,
yeah.
very. So, you guys, if you want to experience that personal relationship, and
it's not up and running yet. We're working on some fine details. Obviously, getting cars that are enough cars that we can handle the workload and the stuff.
But your car will get clean.
We're in process.
The car washing.
No
part
matter
is
what,
there.
though, we're always gonna be watching. But I think the idea is probably the end of this month is hopefully we'll be able to truly start going out. It's going to be a 10-mile radius, so I apologize to anyone of you who's outside the 10 miles. However, we still offer it. We just may have to charge an additional fee to get that further out.
Just on the pickup part.
Yeah, pickup and delivery part. Yeah.
Okay, so tag 2 people in the comment section, and you'll be eligible for this young man to be cleaning your car. We should get you a little FaceTime here, dude. Just smile. Yeah, just say hi.
How's it going, guys? Clean the cars.
He's the guy that cleans the cars.
Yeah. And he's really good at it, by the way. I think maybe OCD.
Yeah.
You're a little. If you have OCD, are you a good car cleaner?
Yes, I would say I'm a really good car cleaner. I clean it like it was my own. So.
Yeah, Ron's like that too. Okay, you guys, we have another person standing in the wings. Oh, look, that's the woman, Sarah Faye, who makes her boyfriend get his back waxed at the Pearl Day Spa.
Did you have to bring that up?
Yeah, we did, because people remember that.
Oh,
This is
that's
Sarah
great.
Faye. She's also a friend of Ron's and mine. She works at this bank, a real bank. Go ahead, you could give a little.
Real community bank, Citizens Bank, out in Junction City.
And they have a branch in Springfield as well, and in Corvallis, for those of you watching up there. And if you have a business, you need to be in a bank like Citizens Bank, because they do business stuff.
We do. We're the best at it.
And a lot of credit unions and places like that don't really specialize in what you do.
That's correct. Yeah.
But that's not why she's here. I'm just pitching her because she's my friend. She's here because she is one of Oregon women who really give a damn about the farmer. And because a lot of your clients are farmers, you live in the country. She lives in Monroe. So tell them about Oregon Women
for agriculture.
I did it right.
Yeah,
okay.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Tell them about that.
So it's a group of women all throughout Oregon. Started 50 years ago, so we're celebrating our 50 years actually next week at our annual auction and dinner that's held in Albany. But primarily what I wanted to talk about today is the Literacy Project, which is where our Women for Ag volunteers go out in the classroom. They read a book. This year is John Deere, That's Who. And it teaches kids that agriculture is huge, right? There's 6 F's. So there's farming, food, flowers, fiber, forestry, and fishing. And it teaches them that there's all things in the agriculture industry. There's technology, there's jobs. But bigger than that is the folks that dedicate their lives to us give us the opportunity to do other things, Rick. They give you the opportunity to do the business you're doing.
Right.
They let me be a banker. They let Ron run a service department, because we're not at home growing our own food every day, raising livestock, cutting down trees. We have people out there doing that for us. It's luxury.
And a lot of our kids are growing up, according to research, and they think that eggs come from a carton and that milk comes from a jug.
It's sad.
And milk comes from an udder, and
Right.
and eggs come from a
out
chicken's
chocolate,
butt.
right?
It doesn't come out
No, it
chocolate,
doesn't
which
come out
kids do think.
chocolate.
So what they do is they will come to your classroom in your school. You can go to your school and say, hey, I really like to have this project come in.
Yeah.
And it's not like a big undertaking. They come in for one session or two.
It's 45 minutes to do a classroom. We come in, we read the book, and then we do an activity with the kids. Start to finish is 45 minutes. Last year, Lane County, which is my chapter, we got into 46 classrooms. This year, there's already 60 that are signed up. And we're excited to do it.
And they'll do, and they're volunteer. This is
All
not
volunteer.
paid. This
Yeah.
is because they really do care about farmers and what they do. And they want you to learn compassion, so when you're driving down the street on a rural road and a tractor's slowing you down, that you slow down too, and
Right.
respect the fact that this guy's got a big tractor and he's got to drive it, or woman,
Yep.
and they got to get to where they got to go. So be kind and generous, because they're growing your damn food.
Yes.
So Sarah, how does people get a hold of you guys too and find out about getting more of you in the classroom?
owaonline.org. That's our website. All of our information is there. Information on how to be a sponsor. Like, this book was made possible this year from Pape. So each year somebody comes in and they see the importance of it, and they help us get this accomplished.
Okay, you guys, so I see, and I love the fact that you're throwing out names, Crest Lane Elementary and Crestwell.
I go to Crest Lane.
And I saw that somebody, Sam, you said Gillum Elementary School in Eugene. Here's the thing. What you need to understand is you have the power as parents, okay?
You do.
So Sarah can call up and say, hey, I'd love to come in, or one of the many women who work in this organization, we'd like to come in and do this. But they don't have any pull. You do. There's your kids there. So you can go to your teacher in your school and say, hey, I saw a program on Rick's show. This Sarah lady, she was really cute, and she was talking about what she could do for us. And I would really like to see about getting this program in there. And then you be the leader. And schools listen to you. And not that they don't listen to them, but you really have a lot of power, and we're just asking you to engage in that power and get us into your classroom so that your kids... I've been there, did videos with them, and the kids love it.
Oh, they get so excited.
Yeah.
I mean, they gobble it up, which makes it amazing. And two, if you're a parent and you want to get involved in this, what better way than to do it to your kids' classrooms or their friends' classrooms? We're always looking for more women to join and help us out with this.
So you guys, Sarah brought a little kit that we'll give to whoever wins the oil change. We'll leave this with Ronald. And you get this kit.
I'm gonna also throw in the book.
Oh my God! You guys, okay, so these are, and it's the most greatly, I read the book when I was supposed to be listening to our group the other day and took pictures of it. But she's got this little kit here that can get you all the resources and what you need to see. What's the site to go to?
owaonline.org.
Hey Sam, would you do me a favor in the comment section? Put this in there, okay? You ready? I'll give you a second. Okay, go.
owaonline.org.
That's where you go, and you can get more information about the program and what it is. And I just want to say, because I know Sarah's going to she'll double in on me here, but we want to thank Ron, because one of the things I love about most of my clients is they like to share, because we're not proprietary. So Ron's pays for this show to come in and talk about him, but he always wants to bring somebody that he knows that has a program that he likes. Yeah. And that's why Sarah's here, because we don't want this just to be about us. We want this to be about our community and how we can change it. So thank you, Sam, for putting that on. So that's why you watch, is because you really like all of us.
Well, and I love Ron.
I love Ron too.
He's a great guy.
And there's Ronnie.
There he is.
I love all of you.
So again, you guys, Kiefer Mazda Service Department. It's going to be a whole new world around here starting May 1st. But don't wait, because you're still going to get a lot of that treatment anyway. You're still going to get a lot of that service, but a whole new way of taking care of a client, an experience over sitting in a lobby and waiting for your car to get done. It's going to be a whole new thing. So
it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And Sam says anything to help. Yeah, and if you do see a farmer on the road, wave. Because, when you go to rural Oregon, like Lakeview and places like that, people actually wave at you still. I think we should start, and it's not that middle finger. I mean, it's the whole hand is waving, Yeah. So we should try that.
I have a Jeep, so I wave.
Yeah.
Right now I'm kind of only the Jeep waver.
Yeah. Thank you guys for what you do. Sam, you're welcome. And yeah, Sarah says he's thanking you, I think, mainly.
Well, thank you.
All right, you guys. So tag 2 people, and you will win the gift pack, which is the stuff that Sarah brought from the with farm stuff in there for your educational purposes. And you get that free oil change up to $99. So don't think like Sarah did. The first thing she did with her big, huge, giant diesel truck that takes 40.
We can still do the diesel giant truck. We just may have to have a
Probably has to have
cost to it, but not
because they take 45 quarts of oil or something.
Not quite 45.
They just take a lot of oil.
So he'll have to work a little bit on that, but it's still going to be cheaper than go somewhere else. So but you can't win if you don't put your name in here, and you got to tag 2 people. I'm very anal about that. 2 people.
Everybody knows 2 people.
Yeah, you
Look,
know 2
I know
people.
2. They're right here.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, you guys, thank you. Share this on your page. Let other people know. And what's tomorrow's Friday? I don't have a show tomorrow, so it's going to be. And then next week we're going to be coming to you live from the Governor's Conference on Tourism.
Oh, wow.
So these are going to be tourism people from all over the state, from every county, every region. They're going to be here in Eugene, Oregon, at the Hotel Eugene, which used to be the Hilton. And I'm going because that's kind of my exploring thing. And we're going to introduce you to some new aspects of tourism that you may not know. Plus, then we got a whole bunch of other stuff. Hale's Men's Clinic to find out more about testosterone boosting and all those other things that are important to all of us, right?
Actually, it is.
Literally.
Literally, very. All right, see you guys later. Say goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
All right, bye.